in his 26 or however many years it's been, 30, whatever. To be a part of this is so awesome and special. And, I think, when you get to play for a guy like that and what he's done, it's attributed to the way he does things. And Coach Ferentz, he's the absolute best man and coach, so he absolutely deserves this. Super happy for him.
Yeah, were there tears? What were the emotions like there in the locker room with him?
Yeah, I think everybody was a little bit emotional, right? You're going to be a part of this. Not everybody gets to do that, right? It's a 129-year record, right? Something like that. So to be able to be a part of this truly is special. And like I said, to be able to play for him, these games, these type of games, him setting records, it's so cool, and it's what college football is about. And, he's been here for so long now. That tells you the type of person he is and how committed he is to the University of Iowa and what it means to wear the black and gold.
What about the swarm? When he got in the swarm, what did you think of that?
That's awesome. I'm pretty sure Coach Fry started that thing, and for him to keep that going, it's something special. Our swarm, it's a unity thing, right? We're all together, win or lose, and to have him in that, it was so awesome. And then to see him when we were swarming up, and see Mary, his wife, give her a hug and kiss, it's awesome. It's bigger in football. It really is. So that truly was a special moment.
Do you remember the moment that you first met Kirk Ferentz in person?
Yeah, I do. It was high school. He wasn't recruiting me yet at that point, but he was at a practice and whatnot, and I got to talk to him. I was like, oh my gosh, this is, it's Coach Ferentz. But it's awesome. The most humble, person in the world. Which it's just awesome. He knows everybody by name. He shakes everybody's hand as we're coming in the locker room, player, staff, everybody. He's just truly one of a kind, and it's super, super special.
What's it like to get a win like this now? Putting 47 points out there, it has to feel good for this offense to get moving like that.
Yeah, it shows you what we've been doing in practice. Guys have been working hard. We're never satisfied. I thought our skill guys did a great job today. To see them go out there and score some touchdowns was awesome. See Mark finally getting rhythm a little bit, get his throws going, and the run game too. It's just so much fun to see things start to click and click. And it's not perfect. It's not our final product, and we're going to continue to grow. But to be able to put those numbers up was a lot of fun.
You're never really seeing Mark do anything back there.
Yeah.
He's always to your back. But could you sense that things just felt more comfortable and smooth back there for him?
Yeah, absolutely. He's very confident going in the game. He's wanting to make a change, and he wants to be better, right? He wants to improve every week. And I thought his whole week of practice, he did a great job of that. So coming in this game Saturday, I knew he was going to have a great game just because of how he operated from Monday up until Friday on the practice field and in the film.
It seems like that rushing touchdown he had there, showed probably the most energy he has all year in that celebration. Could you sense maybe he was a little bit more jacked up once things got going?
Yeah, I think, when things start to click, big runs, big plays, big throws, all these things, and you get in a rhythm, right? And if you can get Mark in a rhythm, I think he's, one of the best. I truly do believe that. Just ultra competitor. And to see him get in the end zone, all that emotion, that's what football's about, right? It's an emotional game. It's never going to be perfect. So when he got that score, he was super pumped. I was pumped for him. To see him get in the end zone, I was like, let's go. And it's super happy for him.
Who got Kirk with the Gatorade?
I think it was the DB linebackers. They all got him over there at that, so that was pretty funny.
So you weren't part of that?
No, I watched him. I didn't know if he was going to be like, what the hell? Or not, so I didn't want to risk getting in trouble and whatnot, so I let them do their thing.